What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Macro Mondays. My name is Jake Egg, and I think we might be changing it to Meme Coin Mondays. Meme Coin Mondays. We're here live, guys, on YouTube, on Twitter. An error occurred on Twitter. This is usually temporary. Wait a moment and try again, says my StreamYard. Let's try to go live on Twitter. Nope. Guess we're not going live on Twitter today, but that doesn't matter because we are going live on YouTube. It might be, you know what it might be? It might be because I changed my Twitter password because I finally got into my Twitter, Dom. I don't know if you saw it. Actually, you did because I reached out to you about it. But for those that don't know, I got my Twitter back. Let's explain the story. So I'm back into Twitter again. Links are safe, so they might say. But I was the victim of a SIM card swap. A SIM card swap. Have you ever heard of that, Dom?
Not until this weekend.
All right. Well, I'll explain to everybody out there. But essentially, for those that don't know, my phone. Okay, so I was getting a facial. Yes, men get facials too. And my phone, I'll zoom in because it still says it. It said, you can see in the top right-hand corner, it said SOS, SOS, and I was like, what the hell? I called AT&T. It says your SIM card was swapped. To a new phone. If this wasn't you, call this number. I call this number. I go, hey, my SIM card swap. What do you mean? They go, yeah, you changed your SIM card today. I go, no, I didn't. They go, yep, your mom, who was the account owner, changed the SIM card. I was like, all right, well, can you cancel that? They go, yeah, we can activate your eSIM card. I was like, okay, activate my eSIM card. 2 days later, same thing happened. My phone went blank. I couldn't access it. And I started getting emails saying, hey, you know, someone's trying to reset your Twitter password. Someone's trying to reset your iCloud password. Someone's trying to reset your Gmail password. I was like, oh God. So I changed my Twitter password just to be safe. And right when I changed it, I get an email saying, you have a login from Florida, right? You get like notifications when someone logs in. And then it says, oh, you just activated two-factor authentication. So someone logged into my Twitter, activated 2FA, so I couldn't get in. And then they were tweeting a bunch of links. I don't know if you guys saw it. They were doing like meta win links. They tweeted about a token called Grumpy Cat. They were like tweeting as me. So it was a pretty stressful weekend. I had to do my best. I called Elon Musk. I got Elon Musk on the phone, and he was able to lock my account and get me back in. But essentially, I put out this tweet right here. For those that don't know, I knew nothing about a SIM card hack at all, but someone in the chat, I had someone on here in the chat, called me. We worked for like 6 hours. And essentially, I said I was the victim of a SIM card swap. The hackers called AT&T, pretended to be me, had all my information, were able to transfer my SIM to another number. I had 2FA on. I had my crypto safe in a hardware wallet, but they were able to log in. They tweeted out some phishing links, and essentially, hopefully they weren't able to scam anybody. But yeah, it's pretty wild out there what happens. But I talked to the guy, and he said like they do like 10 to 20 a day, man. And I've been seeing it happen more often, but you never think that you're going to be a victim of a SIM card swap. But unfortunately, Dom, it happened to me. But we're able to get back in. Luckily, I don't keep any crypto on my phone at all. Most of my stuff is 2FA, but I guess my Twitter at the time was 2FA to my email. So somehow they were in my email too. They were able to reset it. Pretty much a headache, but thankfully the hackers didn't do anything too crazy, you know? Like if I hacked someone's Twitter, dude, I would be tweeting some crazy shit. Some crazy shit, Dom. If I hacked your Twitter, Dom, I would be tweeting some crazy shit.
But yeah. everyone would know. They'd immediately say, this guy's way too bullish. This isn't the Grim King.
Dude, yeah, but they hacked. It was a wild weekend, but we're back in Twitter now, and SIM card swaps. But essentially, this is what happened. Someone at AT&T is like an insider, right? So they work with the SIM card hackers, and everybody at AT&T knows your address, they know your zip code, they know your PIN. So they essentially sell this information to SIM card hackers, probably for like 5 to 10K. They're able to change your PIN and get into your account. So there's ways to protect yourself. I'll go over those in other videos, but we're able to get back in. Crazy shit. SIM card swap. Chat, what do you guys think about that? Crazy stuff.
There's no Grumpy Cat people in.
And Bell Smash, adding a SIM card pin will prevent this in the future. I had a SIM card pin, but AT&T, the people at AT&T can access this, so they sold this to the people. So yeah, it was wild. It was wild. But anyways, Dom, a lot going on. What's been happening in Europe? What's been going on over the weekend for you?
What's been happening in Europe? Funnily enough, I tweeted about this. I tweeted like a couple of months ago. There was a decision in Europe a couple of months back for the UK seems to be obsessed with doing everything possible to annoy Russia. And we sent depleted uranium shells to Ukraine, which is basically ammunition that contains uranium, because uranium, as well as being like, radioactive and what's in nukes and like nuclear actual reactors, it also is a very heavy metal. And so for tank rounds, it's very useful because you fire a uranium shell at a tank, the normal metal breaks away, and because the uranium is really heavy, it like goes into and it pierces the armor of like enemy tanks. But we sent some tanks to Ukraine, and the standard ammo for our British Challenger tanks is depleted uranium. And I tweeted, I think it's one of the top tweets on my Twitter was from a couple of months ago, where I said this is a terrible idea because we had this ammunition in Iraq, we had it in Afghanistan, we had it in Kosovo, and it caused tons of damage. There was tons of like, cancer in like children. There was like tons of birth defects, and all of that is very, very obvious that it would happen again. And then over the weekend, Russia blew up a arms depot, and the video of it you can pull up literally on my Twitter, and it's like, it's the most obvious nuclear explosion you've ever seen. And obviously nobody is even talking about it in the West, but you can literally, let me see if I can share my
I got your Twitter right here too.
There we go. If you scroll down, click on the first, that video there, like, that's it.
Jesus.
But then you can see on the second one, if you click into that, that shows there's two explosions. But yeah, if you click on it, it will go larger. So that's the first one.
Oh my God. It looks fake.
It looks like a typical mushroom cloud.
Oh my God.
And then there's a second one literally right afterwards as well. And you can see by, this is another point. If you go on that one, like, so this is the same explosion, right? And like, what sort of bomb is enough to turn daylight to night? And it's like,
was it daylight during this?
Yeah, you'll see after after the explosion like ends, you'll see that those two are the same explosion.
Oh my God!
It's just closer up, and they don't send robots to put out fires usually, do they? Robots aren't usually sent. Usually they send firemen, and so right now there are, there's only one reason why you send in robots to put out fires. Like, Ukraine isn't this technological state where they just, have these robot firemen knocking about. It's because it's contaminated. And it's contaminated because the UK just sent them tons of depleted uranium shells. And depleted uranium makes it seem like they're not strong. It's 75% of the radiation of normal uranium, depleted uranium. So, yeah, they basically just radiated half of Ukraine. And obviously, like, this stuff travels. So, yeah, it's going to end up in Europe.
Not good. Not good at all. And Say What says Western media doesn't show this. Who's really the bad guy? Yeah, the Western media really phrases it like, for our news, it's like Russia's the bad guy. Ukraine, we need to save them. We need to send them billions and billions of dollars. That's what the Western media says right now.
Well, funnily enough, I saw on the news, and I recorded it, like when they showed what happened there, the news in the UK said that a warehouse was targeted, and the Kremlin claimed that it was storing Western ammunition. And they showed a video of the explosion site from the ground afterwards. You didn't see those mushroom clouds. They didn't show them, even though that footage is readily available. They showed just a burning like wreckage. And obviously, you can tell that there's been an explosion, but they don't show you the massive mushroom cloud, which proves it was certainly like an ammunition depot. Because it doesn't fit the narrative. They went instead they bombed the Eurovision's hometown instead, when in reality, like, a legitimate military target, because judging by the size of that explosion, it wasn't just like, a couple of barrels of oil that went up.
Yeah, I'm actually like very terrified of this war. It's like I feel like it's on the brink of becoming a nuclear war, which obviously would be terrible for all of mankind. So it's definitely scary. I'm sure you guys are scared because you're much closer over there, and especially for people in Ukraine. It's insane. Silver Fox lad in the house. He said, "All right, lads, best informative show in crypto." It really is, guys. We're gonna have a ton of knowledge today. We're gonna be talking about a ton of different meme coins today. First, let's take a look at the global crypto market at a $1.14 trillion market cap. Bitcoin at 27,500, Ethereum at 1833, BNB baby back to 315, XRP at 42 cents, Cardano falling below 40 cents at 37 cents. Solana, everybody wrote Solana off. Solana on the move. Polygon is slipping a little bit down to 86 cents. Polkadot at 539. And Shiba Inu reclaims a $5 billion market cap. What's up, Mom? My mom's in the chat. Good to see you in here. Dom, how are we feeling right now about the global market? You were someone back in September that called for a 4K Bitcoin. Now, you didn't say it was going to be there long, but you did say we could potentially see a 4K Bitcoin. Do you think that we still might? Are you kind of going to change your expectations a little bit here?
The expectations then were based around FTX and potential for Genesis going under and the Grayscale investment trust going under, because Grayscale owns like 5% of all Bitcoin in existence. If they have to liquidate, and that will drive the price, even potentially lower than that. That didn't materialize. Yet it's still not 100% like, out of the question, but there is less chance, let's say, and less
turning bullish
going
He's
on.
turning bullish, ladies and gentlemen.
I still think that there's there's easily in fact, the liquidation heat maps, I shared them today on my Twitter. You can pull those up.
Yeah, where is that thing? I haven't seen that thing in a while, son.
It should be one of my most recent tweets, but like the ETH one looks like super bad. So that's Bitcoin. You can see like that's like the 12-hour, 7-day, and like the 3-month on Bitcoin. But
looks like we're going up. I mean, obviously there's a lot of liquidation here, but I mean it could go up, Dom.
Yeah, if you scroll to the right, the 7-day one is the most bullish one. And you click the little arrow there because there's much more to get there. But if you look on the 3-month, which is the next one, there's still, you can see we're very close to that little bit there that looks tasty. But yeah, if you look at, I can share my screen.
And guys, make sure to smash that like button. We got 80 people in here right now. 45 likes. Let's get up to 69 likes. We have to get that number, guys. 69 likes. Smash that like button if you're enjoying the Macro Monday show with Jake and Dominic Ryder.
Trying to get this.
Dom is bullish. He's less bearish. I'll say that. He went from 4K to something else. So less bearish. I don't know if we call it bullish yet.
That's ETH on a 3-month, which just looking like real bad. So yeah, I mean, I'm still conscious that Bitcoin has got a lot. It's got like a CME gap to fill. Basically, like there's a gap where like the futures opened and it's down at 20K on Bitcoin, and I think that we will end up seeing it, but we might push it a little bit higher first. To be honest,
he's bullish.
Yeah, I'd say that there's a decent chance that we got. I mean, we've just cleared like the recent highs now on ETH. I mean, one thing I always look for is that you always get like collections of liquidations below recent lows and above recent highs, and that's why you have these wicks that go up, because people know that like if it's been around a certain area for a certain amount of time, everybody always, if they short, they put it above the recent high, and if they go long, they put it below the recent low. And so ETH just spiked above its like weekend high. Throughout like the whole weekend, it was going from, let's see here. So on the 15th, where we're at now, yeah, you can see that over the weekend, so 12th of May, we were at 1816, and then 14th, we pushed just above that to 1820, dropped all the way back down to 1785, and then we've just pipped above like the recent highs throughout the whole day on ETH, and it's pulling back a little bit here. But yeah, I find it fairly likely that we might see like 1850, 1855 on ETH, and then dip back down. But we've got the debt ceiling coming up in the US, and that could really...
And explain to people what the debt ceiling is.
So the US has a budget that they put through. Funnily enough, it's actually, the money is already spent. So it's not controlling any future spending. It's going back. So like the
Really?
Inflation Reduction Act and everything is all included in this budget. So
The what act? Sorry?
Inflation Reduction Act.
Okay.
Where they print tons of money to control inflation, because they're all geniuses. So essentially, we've got money already spent, but they now need to pay it. And so historically, like the debt ceiling has led to a lot of volatility. 11% sell-off in the S&P last time it happened in 2011 and 2018. So that's coming up very quickly. They could run out of money by, the 1st of June.
Aren't we out of money? Like, aren't we in debt, trillions of dollars?
Yeah, trillions and trillions.
Yeah, like what? Like we're out of money. And first off, like, how do you produce a debt budget, right? A budget that's already been spent. Makes no sense.
But yeah, I mean that's the situation that you're in.
You hate America. You hate American politics, huh? You hate the Congress. You hate the Senate. You hate everything that's going on. Huh?
I hate all politics.
What about the new king, though? You got a new king over there in London.
He's the worst. Charles, he's just, he's just stereotypical, just old money.
Graham wants a live pair buy. Graham, I did like 5 last week, and all of them rugged. I would not recommend a live pair buy. But Dom, have you ever done live pair buys on Dex Tools, and have you ever hit anything big?
I've never done live pairs, just not worth it. I have like fairly decent wallets I track. That's the main way that I look to do stuff. Is just
these are the live pair. Oh, you track? So you track people's wallets?
Yeah, exactly. So people who've been successful
really
before, and then I'll use that.
Oh, so you've been tracking my wallets, right?
No, I feel like I keep getting rugged.
I get. I mean, look, I've hit some big. I fade a lot of good ones. I do okay. I definitely miss more than I hit. But like if you put 0.1 into every token, if you hit one, you can turn 0.1 into 5, 6, 7 ETH if you do it right. So it's like it's just part of the game. But yeah, live new pairs is definitely not the move here. Let's take a quick look at some of these charts over here on the stream. And I think you're muted. I don't know if I muted you or you muted. Pepe back to a $700 million market cap. A lot of crazy stuff happening with Pepe. Dom, I know you were doing some research to find out who the developer of Pepe was. That was like a month ago. Did you find any evidence of who the developer of Pepe was?
No, not in terms of like, I wasn't trying to find the exact developer, but I was trying to make basically find out a few patterns. And I did somewhat, and a few of the basically what I did was I took like tons of these like hyped up launches that went like from 0 to 100 real quick. And I crossed
Okay, Drake.
Sorry?
I said, okay, Drake. That's a Drake song. It goes 0 to 100 real quick. Real fucking quick. I see you over there rapping Drake, baby.
Definitely not. You know me, it's only some nice classical music, something nice and posh. But basically I did this analysis. I'll see if I can bring it up without doxing too much. So I just I always end up doing this stuff where I write down and get like all of this like data, and then I end up just not having time to do anything with it. So I just end up sending it to like someone on my team and just getting them to do it. So I've let's see here. See what they did. There you go. I can think I could send this without it being too doxing. All of my research. Here you go. So this is like something, for example.
What is this, man? You do a lot of research. You are too smart for me. What is this? Talk to me.
So this is like, I'll take like all of these like addresses and like these hype launches that go up, and I'll basically
Rogan,
check.
Tyro, Plume, Musk.
It's the ones that go from like, like nothing. Either they've like died and then they suddenly come back, or they have, been really early and it goes 100, like 0 to 100 real quick, as Drake would say.
As Drake would say.
So yeah, and then I'll basically cross-reference and try and find ones that have been early into a lot of them, and then I'll follow them and I'll see what they buy.
Wow, that's smart. So, with that being said, that doesn't mean that they're token developers, though, right? It might mean that they have some inside information. They might be in like these call groups. They might know who's creating them. But what's your analysis from these trackings? Have you found anything? Are there a lot of similarities? Are there people that are in Pepe and Tate and Rogan, and are there people that get in early?
Yeah, I mean, there's funnily enough, and then what I do is I've got a Telegram bot, so I paste the addresses into this Telegram bot, and it will just constantly post into like this announcements channel, which gives me an alert every time the wallets I put into it buy something, so that I'm always like able to see it. I mean, some of them are just sniper bots, like they buy tons of shit.
Yeah, well, I guess
and like others will be like a human. I prefer the humans because the sniper wallets buy too much stuff.
Jared from Subway making an absolute killing here as he continues. But back to the Pepe stuff. So currently trading at a $700 million market cap. Dom, do you own any Pepe yet?
No, but I have leveraged. In fact, I just closed a position on it. I was just long on Bybit, just on a leverage trade, but I just I just closed that for. I just took a bit of profit because didn't want the exposure. It's just so volatile. But I took like a grand profit on it.
It is volatile, and here's the thing, dude. It's like all this token has to do is post memes. Like their whole Twitter page, all they have to do is post me. How crazy is the crypto space? This token went to a $1.6 billion market cap in a month. It just turned 1 month old yesterday, and all they do is post memes. Dom, I don't know if you saw this, but they had twice the 24-hour trading volume of both Doge and SHIB combined. They had twice the 24-hour trading volume.
At one point, they had twice the. They had more volume on Bybit than Ethereum.
No way. This is it's absolutely wild, guys. And we have 94 people in here, guys. 59 likes. Let's get up to 69 likes. Let's spread this around with the YouTube algorithm. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and also shill us some gems. I see the monkey community in here strong. Thank you to the monkey community. They shilled me at like 10 million market cap. I think it's close to a $30 million market cap today. They're doing strong. But Dom, I mean, you've been in this space for a while. Like, how does this happen? How does Pepe come out of nowhere? How does Pepe do double the trading volume of Dogecoin and SHIB? And if I would have told you this 3 months ago, hey, Dom, there's going to be a token. It's going to be a frog. And in 3 months or 1 month of existence, it's going to have twice the trading volume of Dogecoin and SHIB. Would you have believed me? Like, Pepe is doing the unthinkable right now. Yeah,
I mean, I don't believe it's just from posting memes, though. That's the thing. Like,
what's it from?
There's a group of insiders, definitely. These things don't happen by chance like that. Pepe and like everything else, like, the volumes just don't make sense. There's not that many people with the sort of money to chuck behind something. You got to think like,
okay,
it got to, 500 million market cap, without being listed on major exchanges. So that is launching from like zero, like that is just a huge amount of volume that all has to go into one pair on a decentralized exchange. That's $500 million worth of Ethereum just chucking into that pair. Just doesn't happen.
But it could happen, right? I mean, so like, because look, it took over crypto Twitter. Everybody was buying it. Like, it was organic. You saw all the tweets. What do you think it could be? Do you think it's people that own the exchanges? You think it's these big whales? like, what do you think it could be? Who do you think the insiders could be?
I think it's just, I mean, what you had from like, and what you have like from when a community does really well, there's always like big holders, and those like big holders, you know, get in early and they do really, really well, and so they always have like decent cash around. And obviously, you know, they've all done really well, so they're all very much intertwined and happy together, and they keep in touch and everything. And so, you know, SHIB is a perfect example. Like, there's a reason why like people promote like, oh, SHIB whales are buying XYZ, or, you know, X whales are buying XYZ. It's because like there's this idea that, you know, they all talk to each other and everything, and usually they do. So I just don't believe it's just by random. It just, yeah, I think that there's a group behind it pushing it, and at some point, you know, they need other liquidity to take over from them so that they aren't, you know, dumping on each other.
Absolutely, I 100% agree. And the next question is, Dom, when will Coinbase list Pepe? You saw what happened over the weekend, or it was actually on Thursday, I think, last week. But Coinbase sent this email to their 56 million customers claiming that Pepe was a hate symbol used by alt-right groups. They said, what you should know about Pepe, the meme coin of the moment. Pepe, which was issued around 3 weeks ago with a comically huge supply of 420 trillion tokens, has been leading the meme coin activity. The token is based on Pepe the Frog meme, which first surfaced on the internet nearly 20 years ago as a comic strip character. Over time, it has been co-opted as a hate symbol by alt-right groups, according to the Anti-Defamation League. Now, Coinbase sent this out to the people. I was shocked. I was like, what the hell are these guys doing? The first part's fine, right? But over time, it has been co-opted as a hate symbol by alt-right groups, according to the Anti-Defamation League. Now, Coinbase is not wrong, because it was, but we saw the backlash against Coinbase. Delete Coinbase was trending. I didn't actually delete my Coinbase account. I just said I stand with Pepe, hashtag delete Coinbase. I didn't close my Coinbase account because that is my off-ramp. I did make a video. People were super pissed. We then saw delete Coinbase trending. I think it was like 150,000 tweets. But after the backlash, Dom, we saw the chief legal officer, Paul. He came out and he made a statement. Let's see. I tweeted it out not too long ago.
I mean, the thing is, they're not actually wrong in the fact that it was like,
they're not wrong.
As in, like, it is a hate symbol by the, you know, whatever. Like it's known to be used and was used by the alt-right, but so it's not, they didn't tweet inaccurate data. I mean, it's not really relevant to the success of the meme or like the success of like the actual token. So it's wrong from that scenario.
Yeah.
Like why it's just, they probably just took like the first thing that they found by Googling it.
Just have some feel. Like if you're Coinbase, you should be happy when cryptos do well, right? And them to send this, it was just tasteless. You know, it's like, yes, this frog has been used for anti-Semitic posts, but guess what? So is probably everything else, right? Elon Musk. I guarantee if you Google Elon Musk racist meme, you could probably find a picture of Elon Musk with something racist by his head. Does that mean that Elon Musk is a racist? No. Someone on the internet used this frog and used it for hate speech. It has nothing to do with Pepe. It has nothing to do with the token Pepe. So I thought it was just a tasteless email from Coinbase. And then as you saw the backlash, I would imagine that hundreds of thousands of people closed their Coinbase account. Paul Grewal, the chief legal officer, said, we screwed up and we're sorry. Yesterday, we shared an overview of the Pepe meme coin to provide a fact-based picture of a trending topic. This did not provide the whole picture of the story and the meme, and we apologize to the community. And Pepe, you know, they did it perfectly. You know, they didn't say anything bad. All they did was they tweeted this out. They said, Pepe is a symbol of love, unity, positivity, and freedom. We are all Pepe, a sigil that connects us all across the internet. So I thought Pepe handled it really well. But one of the things that I thought, and I want to get your opinion, I thought that Coinbase might have done this in order to buy back in or buy Pepe at a better price. Because if you look at the top holders, this is the Pepe chart, guys. You have Binance, you have OKX, you have MXC, you have Gate.io, you have KuCoin, you have Huobi, you have KuCoin again. You have a ton of people. You have Gemini. You have a ton of exchanges. Bybit, CoinSpot, KuCoin again, and no Coinbase on here. Do you think that, like you're very well aware of the manipulation by exchanges? Do you think that it could have been a chance to crash the price so they could buy back in? Because it did crash the price from around $750 to a $480 million market cap.
I mean, was that necessarily related to the email, though? I mean,
Somewhat, yeah, somewhat.
I mean, there's a couple of exchanges that I probably do some like shady stuff, but not as much.
Coinbase?
Not as much. Yeah, Gemini and Coinbase have to play by the rules a little bit more.
Just because they're in America?
Yeah, exactly. But you know, the others literally just do not give a flying. And also, you know, if exchange is planning on listing these, they won't be buying from a labeled wallet. The ones that you actually see labeled, like some of the ones that aren't labeled up there at the top, they will be exchange wallets. Just they won't be labeled.
So what is this? Huobi, Qcoin, Gate, MEXC, Binance. These aren't exchange wallets?
No, they are, as in like some of the others in between, like some of the other smart contracts, for example.
This is probably.
And the other ones, like they will be exchanges wallets. They're just not called it because there's a reason why there's Qcoin 6. Like, you know, there's going to be another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out there.
Oh, but, really?
Well, they don't keep everything in the same wallet because that would be, even though they're exchanges and they are incredibly dumb, it would be incredibly dumb to keep like everything in one place, because obviously if somebody gets to that one wallet, they get everything. So
yeah, exactly.
Hope they have a certain amount of segmentation.
Do you think that this is number 2 is an exchange?
So that might be. I know that they set up like a multi-sig at some point.
You're right. You're right.
So I don't know. It seems quite large, but
this one might be the multi-sig.
I don't know, because they would have got a lot of FUD if they just, because it looks like there was a sell transaction there. So you would have thought they'd get a fair amount of FUD if they just dumped a huge amount into Uniswap.
People are making some money. Hi, Chaba. How you guys doing, guys? Welcome to the show, guys. Macro Monday is the #1 show on YouTube, guys. 120 people in here, 65 likes. Let's get up to 75 likes if we have not yet. Dom, are you drinking Coke or coffee at this hour?
Coke.
Coca-Cola. We like it. All right, so let's move on. So this is a token that launched recently, Dom. I don't know if you've heard about it. Monkeys token. They came in here. They rated me. I got to give them credit. They rated me at like a 10 million market cap. This thing pumped to oblivion, $31 million market cap. The narrative here really is the fact, I'm going to give him a follow, that Elon Musk has added monkeys to his list, and now this thing's pumping. It's wild how things pump, but apparently you have, how do you find the list? How do you find Elon's list, guys?
I have no clue.
That's my list. I don't have any list. How do you find Elon's list?
You could. They would have shared a screenshot, because I swear to. Oh wait, there was a view list thing there.
Where?
So click on the 3 little buttons again. View lists.
Okay. So he has a monkey list, monkey token launch, monkey token pumped. It's kind of wild how this shit works, huh?
He just. Oh, so he didn't even get added to a list. He just made a list called monkeys.
He made a list called monkeys. Monkeys pumped to oblivion. It's wild how this shit works.
God, you know, this industry is just full of clowns, isn't it?
It's the best. It's the best. But if you pay attention to stuff, like, and you're on Elon's page and you see that he has a list called monkeys, you know someone's going to make a monkey list. Like, no matter what happens in this space, someone's going to make a token. Literally, bro. No matter anything that happens, like good, bad, like the Queen died and they made Queen Elizabeth, like that was kind of messed up, you know?
They made tons of them.
Queen Elizabeth token, anything that happens, like this bomb that just happened in Ukraine, there's probably going to be a uranium token.
Probably. Well, we remember from back in the day, there was a World War Inu.
Yes.
That I bought and held on to that one too long, I'll tell you. I think that they got fudded because for some reason CMC wasn't happy to list World War Inu.
I don't blame them, Dom. I don't think it's good to promote that. What's up, Brad? What's up, My Ultra Journey? How we doing, guys? Welcome. We got the Degens in the house. Welcome. Happy Monday, guys. We got a good show. A lot more to talk about here on the stream this morning. And we have a new member, the Crypto Life. Thank you so much for joining the YouTube membership. Welcome to the Future Millionaire memberships. We appreciate you. Doc Q's in the house as well. This is the quote of the stream so far. This industry is just full of clowns.
It is.
Isn't it? Frank Q says the biggest clown is Biden. Hey, don't talk about my president like that, all right? That's my president, man. He's young, he's in shape, he's fit for office. Make sure to keep his name out of your mouth. Now, let's move on. I want to chat about a pre-sale that went live, and that is ETH pre-sale for his token PSYOP. For those that don't know, ETH raised over $6 million for his PSYOP pre-sale.
Yeah. You know how many like projects and how many really, really good solid teams are out there struggling in the bear market. The amount of games that like we've had to take over or like support, like my advisory companies, like there's so many that are just doing so badly, and people give this fucking guy $5 million.
Way more than 5, 7.
Exactly. For what reason? Like literally, like what? Because Ben Armstrong like backed his token. Like
Yeah.
I've never heard of this guy. Where did he even come from before this?
He's a Bored Ape.
But like, why
I have no idea.
Does that make him like, you know, there's actual. This is why like the industry just will not improve, and why like, you know, it's just that people reward like. No one knows who this guy is. People complain about like, oh, the dev's not doxed, or like it's a cash grab. Like the amount of FUD that like that I get FUD because my token doesn't have tax, and then the same people who are probably FUDding me because of my token actually has to have a use case to make money are probably sending this person $7 million. And then if his token goes badly, like where's the buy pressure going to be? That's what I want to know. So
there is none. Yeah, because everybody's in the pre-sale.
So yeah, what's going to happen when this token launches? And also, like, what market cap is he planning on launching at?
I mean, he got 6 million. It looks like 6.9 million. I have no idea. 6.9 million. You're right. How do people know this guy? Because he started Ben token, and then BitBoy Crypto started tweeting about it, which sent this thing parabolic. He left Ben token, and then he started PSYOP. So how do you see this thing going? He's got 6 point. And first off, have you ever seen it? Like, I've never seen a pre-sale like this where you just send money to this dude's address.
No. I mean, that's a brand new thing that's like seems to have cropped up. Like, who does that? Funny, I'm going to be having I've got a private sale actually. So I'm raising funds for a game, which is. I tell you what, this is how mad like crypto is, right? So I'm building a game at present. It's called Antara Raiders and Royals. It is coming with it and the official game for a $45 million movie of the same name, which is being filmed right now. And I bet you anything, I couldn't raise $7 million for that. There's a $45 million movie that's literally called Antara that's coming out. And this is the official game for the Antara movie. And if I posted a wallet address right now to that account, even with the fact there's a $45 million movie, I would not get 7 million. No way.
You don't know that. What if you do it? Why don't you tweet it? I'll retweet it.
There is no way in hell it would actually like happen. Like it just
who knows, dude? Who knows? But like, here's the thing, Dom. ETH probably didn't think he was going to raise fucking $7 million for a pre-sale.
I don't know. He would have known, like, what was that? They got to like 100 million market cap. Like, I think he would have had a good idea. There's a reason why he didn't do a pre-sale, because he would have to have a cap. The guy's been extending this pre-sale for so long, just out of pure greed. And here's the thing, like, I'm raising funds for that, but I'm not raising just give me all of your money. I'm raising an exact amount because that's how much I need. This thing's not even going to have any utility. Like, you know, I've got a fully developed, like, you know, game that's I've already out of my own pocket developed to a certain level, just so that I can have the, you know, the fruits of labor to show people so that they do trust that I will deliver the product. And I've spent hundreds of thousands on it already. Not that anyone will give a shit. Like, this is the problem with our industry. It's just, it's constant reward for bad behavior.
Yeah.
Constantly. Like $7 million just posting a wallet address, just know the name of the token, constantly extending it, no hard cap. Whereas doing it the right way, building the game so that people can see the product first, actually, you know, having a movie that it goes with, having a real reason for the game, a utility like existing community. But no, like, you know, I will still probably end up getting like, you know, getting shit for having this new token. I'll probably end up getting like a FUD and getting called, it's a cash grab, you've already got a token, why is there another one? Like completely, you know, but again, just this is what frustrates me, just constant rewards for like, you know, like behavior and constant like shit for the amount of like product, like genuinely decent projects struggling for funding, and people are sending this guy 7 million for a meme.
Yeah, I would you know, I'm an investor. If I was a developer, I would be pissed as well, because it's like this guy literally, he launched a token called BEM. BitBoy, like he named it BEM, BitBoy Crypto picked it up, and now he raises $7 million out of thin air. Dom, is there a chance, and like legally, like this, like people just sent this guy money? He doesn't technically, like, does he have to launch a token? I mean, like technically people just send him money to his address. Like, could he just walk away?
I mean, well, he could certainly attempt to. I mean, obviously, like, you know, people would come after him if he didn't. But like, the thing is,
legally,
what are his obligations is the question. Like, and that's why I say, what market cap is he going to launch it at, and what's he going to do with this money? Because the problem that you have, like this random person on the internet, firstly, is that before, again, for my token launch, the reason why I wouldn't just post a wallet out there is that there's certain procedures that you need to follow. One of which is having a SAFT agreement, which is a simple agreement for future tokens. It's a contract that protects you and protects the person buying it, that you know that you actually have to give them something because it's an agreement for future. It's based on a SAFE, which is a normal contract in the real world, which is a simple agreement for future equity in startups. So, you know, there's procedures to follow. And the reason this guy can do this is because he knows, like, it is what he is doing is creating a security, because that's the terms of the Howey test, you know, to register something as a security. If you raise funding for it based on the promise of returns or of future returns, that is a security by nature. And so this guy's going to be left with 7 million. How much is he going to add for liquidity? If he doesn't add the full amount for liquidity, what is the justification for what he keeps? Like, what effort can he expend to pay himself for labor? Like, you know, he's got to come up with a plan for this money, because the problem is, if it does anything but go up at any point, everybody is going to say you're a scammer.
It's
like,
going to dump, right? Like it like everyone that got in the pre-sale is going to sell, I feel like.
Well, yeah, but it depends on the market cap that he launches at. Like, the problem is it has to be launched at a minimum market cap of whatever he got given.
7 million.
Well, yeah, but unless he puts all of the liquidity that he gets into the LP pair, there is never going to be enough Ethereum to absorb the sales of the token.
So how would he have to do it? Just because no one really knows how to create that, or most people don't know. So like, let's say you're doing this. You got 7 million in pre-sale. How much do you put in liquidity?
I mean, it depends. If he's, let's say that he is actually building something, then he should be putting in literally everything minus what it costs him to develop whatever he wants to develop, and enough to compensate him for the efforts that he is expending prior and will be expending by managing the development of this product.
So let's just say 5 million. Like, let's say it cost $1 million to develop PsyOp, right? And his expenses and fees are $1 million, right? Let's just say 5 million. How much do you split? How much do you put that all into liquidity? 5 million?
Well, he sort of has to, doesn't he? Otherwise, what else do you do with it? As
and
in, like,
with the market cap, can you decide where to launch a token at what market cap?
Yeah.
You can do it at 0. You can do it at,
well, you can't. The minimum the market cap will be is the amount of token you put with the Ethereum. So let's say, for example, if he puts $1 million worth of Ethereum into the liquidity pair, it's a 50-50 pair. So if he puts 1 million ETH $1 million in ETH into the pair, that will also have $1 million worth of PSYOP, and that will price the token. The token will be priced by the LP. If the LP is worth, if 50% of the LP is $1 million, then it will have a $2 million market cap because all the token is in the LP. If he sends the token to other people, then he can price it in the LP however he likes, because that will be determined by how much Ethereum is in the LP. So yeah, it will be priced against Ethereum, and then obviously you can work out the USD value by that.
This shit is wild. Shout out to King's Broadcast becoming a member of the YouTube channel. Thanks so much, Bleav, King's Broadcast for supporting the channel. Bleav Crypto is in the house. He said, "What's good, all Bleavs? I want to get your take on this. You know, Bleav's contributed to the pre-sale as well. He did a pre-sale on Ben. Here's a $10 donation, Dom Mix. Hey, Jake, thanks for the live stream. The great information here. You're welcome. Most of it's coming from the Doom King Dom, who's turning more bullish every single day. Can you look at Pepe? The memes fundamentals are strong. Great narrative. Very strong community. Pepe and Pepe versus all memes. We'll check it out here in just a second. Okay, so that's the pre-sale. Wild shit here happening in the crypto space as usual, Dom. Honestly, it's insane. Harvey in the chat. Dom, I saw some tweets circulating here. VEMP May. First off, let me zoom in on Harvey. Harvey, are you in the snow, brother? Looks like Harvey's in the snow in that picture.
Harvey's a member of my team.
I know Harvey. Yeah, I've chatted with Harvey. VEMP May. What's coming for VEMP in May?
We got huge stuff coming, to be honest. It's a I mean, frankly, in my personal opinion and not financial advice, like our price is a joke. We have only been building in the background, and we have so much coming. What you see with like Antara and our game there, is just one of many that we've got. So we're at 1 cent at the moment. And we were as high as 65 cents at the peak of the bull run.
That's insane.
Our price has been. And it just, bear in mind, like we haven't been, selling off.
Big Rodney.
It's like we've just been accumulating. Like we own everything that we still own. So our market cap, our total market cap at there was but our circulating market cap has got to be, let me think, like 2.5 million, at that price. Bear in mind, we own NFT assets which are worth far more than that.
So worth a lot less now that the NFT market's taking a shit.
Well, that's true, but as in you think about even the Bored Ape that we own, we own one of the top 5% rarest Bored Apes, a 4 trait, and you can look the floor is 47 ETH for just thing, but ours is a 4 trait, which is one of the rarest,
and they will go back up. Bored Apes will, during the next bull run, they will go back up.
Yeah,
no doubt in my mind.
If I go onto rarity tools and look at the BAYCs there, if I look on the lowest trait value for a 4 trait, you're probably looking at let's see. So
I was thinking of buying one, honestly, Dom, but I was like, fuck. I mean, what do you think? Good time to buy at Ape?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Can you loan me 47 ETH?
Unfortunately not. See, there we go. So the lowest 4 trait Ape at the moment is 58.88 ETH, and after that one, the next lowest floor is 100 ETH. So bear in mind that is that's 10% of our market cap in one NFT that we own.
That's insane.
And we own 90 parcels in the sandbox, which is got a floor of 0.4. That's another 40, 30 in Decentraland. We've got a 6x6. We got 3, 5 3x3s. Our NFT assets are equivalent to our market cap. The only reason why the price is the price is that humans are buyers and sellers, and humans make terrible decisions, and the terrible decisions are, should I panic or should I look at value? You know, people are chasing memes like all alts right now, and why I get frustrated seeing like 7 million just for like a
pre-sale
meme coin is like alts are getting hammered. Like you can see just by our price, and even though our assets are worth more than our market cap, and in the stock market people might care about that somewhat, but obviously this is crypto and people just care more about what is shiny and new, and so people move on from alts and they go into the new alts. Everybody says that they want to buy low and sell high, but everybody loves to buy high and sell low. Honestly, like, you know, people sell what is not pumping in their wallet to buy what is already pumping in the market. And
yeah, it's true.
It's everything like wrong
I do that.
with, like, you know, investing, and like people always blame the project when, like, you know, things go bad. But it's, you know, people just love to dump stuff that's already dumping to buy stuff that's already pumping. Like, it's the opposite of what you should do, but it's what everybody does.
I do that shit all the time. What's up, Cosmin? How we doing today? So from what I'm hearing, VEMP is undervalued because obviously the assets, what's building and what's coming here in May. Look, I'm bullish on VEMP. You guys have been building. You guys have games coming. You guys have a bunch of stuff. A legit project, right? A legit project. And you're right. People do buy high. Like, people are going to chase when PSYOP launches. If it pumps, people are going to chase that pump. And they'll sell the tokens that are down in their wallet. But that's why I always say it's like, you have to just watch the developers that are building. And especially during the bear market, like we talked about this, you're like, hey, I have exchanges, I have stuff that I want to release, but it won't do anything if I release it now. So just waiting for the market to turn around. Real quick, let's talk about this donation here from Latino Warrip 911. Looking to Pepe Cola. A real drink will be coming out. Dom, are you drinking Pepe Cola?
I am. They've given me some. I'm sponsored by Pepe Cola. I'm not actually, by the way. Before somebody,
you are. Yes, you are, guys. Put that on Twitter. Dom sponsored by Pepe Cola. 700,000 market cap. When you send in 20 bucks, guys, I always pull up the chart. No problem. This is not an endorsement. I don't know anything about this token, but Pepe Cola is.
Oh, you know what we haven't spoken about? We haven't spoken about what happened last week with Bernie.
What happened with it?
Well, after our stream, so
Doge Cola.
Brad, yes, VEMP is my project. A lot of people see. Nobody even knows that we talk about macro so much that people don't realize that how me and Jake originally met is through VEMP, and VEMP is my project. Unfortunately, the gaming sector has been hit fairly hard by this bear market, but VEMP is my project, and so it has my brain behind it, which is fairly sizable. If I
big brain, one of the biggest brains in London, guys. One of the biggest brains in London. So what happened with Bernie? Because I remember you talking about it. I saw B Roots tweet about it.
Bernie was to the moon when we were talking about it, and I think we were talking about, at the time we were seeing Ben, like Tom, and all of these other ones. So we came across Bernie, which is Bernie Sanders, and Bernie pumped. And I would have loved to have said it was us, and I thought it was us. I saw it; it was at 200k market cap, and you know, I 6x for me on Bernie. Thanks. There we go, Graham. So here's the thing. I thought it was us, and I thought that we were the ones who had managed to just by talking about it pump it. But then I saw that B Roots tweeted about Bernie, and my dreams of being an influencer. We got one here, Gary, which has said something important. Gary, Wistaverse pre-sale coming very soon. So since Graham wants another call, Wistaverse is one of my advisory projects, and they are launching on DAOmaker. And if you go onto the Sandbox page, as in Sandbox, the Metaverse project, which is over 1.4 billion market cap last time I looked, and they are fully supporting it. They've tweeted about them multiple times. And yeah, DAOmaker as a launch pad is the most, I think the average return for projects that launch on DAOmaker at all-time high is 25x. Wow. And so Wistaverse is launching on them. And even at like current prices, they're still in positive. I think they're the only launch pad that if you look at prices today and not just all-time highs, they are both in profit at all-time highs and winning that one, as well as in profit at current prices as well. So they're the only one out of every other launch pad that's still got them. So yeah, that one is coming out, and it's only launching below 3 million market cap. So that's fully diluted as well. So it's not one of these that's like, 50 million value and like 1 million at launch and then just VCs dump on you. There's no VC.
When is this thing going to launch?
I think it's tomorrow. The pre-sale is before the actual launch. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, the pre-sale is tomorrow or the next day. And I think it's listing the 22nd for me, rings a bell. I've been away, so I'm not completely up to date, but I believe it might be the 22nd, which is a week today, maybe.
Is it gonna raise 7 million like Ben?
Well, funnily enough, they don't need to. They're not. But we'll find out.
Nice. Well, that is Wistaverse. Dom, before we wrap up, I got 2 more things I want to talk about on the stream today. Would you ever get a head tattoo? I mean, you got a nice little bald head. Would you ever get a VEMP tattoo on the head? This is Crypto Bitlord. For those that know, he got a Mong face tattoo. I mean, look, I don't think he's a developer, but he's definitely like very, very involved in this project. But dude, he got a fucking face tattoo of Mong.
Well, the problem is he already has many, so it doesn't look as strange.
But it's still crazy, right? To get a face tattoo. Like, I mean, not crazy, but it's like, I mean, I love it. I hold Mong. I want it to do well. And like that just shows his commitment. That's insane though. A face tattoo for a token that launched 3 weeks ago.
If he's been doing well from it, then, there we go. I've seen it trending, Mong, and I saw that it had like NFTs, but.
Are you long on Mong?
I haven't actually.
I'm long on Mong.
Too much detail, but I have seen
it. I like it. I mean, look, they're that's monkeys. They're listed on Polony X. Justin's son. Head tattoos are super bullish here, trending all over Twitter. And let me ask you this: so, the Lord of the Shill says the small brain selling their Mong bags to Qcoin will be the same small bags buying it back. So Qcoin? I've been watching this wallet closely. On Etherscan, they were at 60, then 56, and now they're at 34. Does this mean that Qcoin is buying Mong, or what does this mean?
Yeah, I mean, if it depends. Like sometimes people do this where they like send Qcoin or another exchange some tokens, basically to give the illusion. So you'll be able to tell like from the wallet who's been sending it. But if they're showing up there, then you probably know that if the wallet is genuine, then yeah, it means that either they are listing on Qcoin or somebody is being sneaky and trying to make it specifically look like they are.
They're actually doing a how like sometimes they'll do listing competitions. They did it for like 5 tokens, and Mong was one of them. So it could just be people sending their Mong for the listing competition, right?
Oh yeah, then that'll certainly be it. But it doesn't necessarily mean like you'd have to see like are the other tokens in that wallet, etc., etc.
Gotcha. Latina Warp with another 25 donation. Thank you so much, Latina. Latino Doge Cola creators are also the creators for Pepe Cola. Does that make you feel good or bad, Dom?
I don't know if that's. I don't know Doge Cola.
I don't know either, but I do like Diet Cola. Monkeys 34 million market cap. I'm not fading, Aldo. Quit fudding my bags, Aldo. Smash that like, guys. I am not fading here today. And I think that might be the stream because Dom has to pop off. Dom, we appreciate you going. I'm gonna go on for a little bit more. I'm gonna talk about Volt. We appreciate you coming on, Dom. We'll see you next Monday for Macro Mondays. Big month ahead for VEMP.
See you later. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Dom. Guys, final thing that we want to talk about here today is the Volt Inu. Volt Inu doing some big things. Volt trending all over Twitter with 3 million tweets. 3 million tweets, guys. Volt is doing a $1 million burn later today, for those that don't know. Max voltage this week, and it starts with a $1 million burn. So Volt is doing a $1 million burn later today. And as you guys know, Volt migrated to a new contract. So the V3 contract address is now live. Smooth migration for Volt Inu earlier today. Who all owns Volt? Thanks, Dom and Jake. You're welcome. You're welcome, Webby. Dom rocks. Dom's a legend. He had a pop. It's interesting to hear a developer's take on ETH Ben's presale, because like Dom's building in this space, and it's like he's been building for years, and this dude ETH Ben raises $7 million, guys, for the pre-sale. Did anybody else get into PSYOP ETH Ben's pre-sale? It's kind of crazy. You literally send this man, just send him ETH to his address. It's kind of wild to see. Monkeys just smashed. Yeah, Monkeys is pumping, guys. Monkeys is absolutely sending. You gotta love to see it. It's absolutely sending. Shout out to the Monkeys community. They came to my stream. I think they told me that they've been raiding me since back here, but I didn't see it, you know? You guys did tell me about Monkeys. I like Monkeys. Don't worry. But apparently, like, you guys were raiding me back here. But there's just too many tokens. I find some good ones. I missed some. It's part of the game, but Monkey's sending. You guys did come in strong at a 10 million market cap, so we're pumping. James G'd it in for sure. Just see what happens. Yeah, me too. For the culture, you know? But Dom makes a good point. He's like, where's the buy pressure going to be? If everybody's able to buy in on the pre-sale, it's going to be a lot of sell pressure at first. So I don't know my game plan with that. We're going to have to find out. But kudos to him. I like when people do good shit in this space. This dude was able to raise $7 million for a pre-sale. That's like literally insane. It's literally insane. Insane in the membrane, guys. I think that's the show. We talked about everything. We talked about Pepe. We talked about Volt. We talked about Mong, guys. I got my Twitter back. For those that don't know, I was the victim of a SIM card swap. Apparently, there's not much you can do to protect yourself, to be completely honest with you. There's not much you can do to protect yourself from SIM card swaps because people at your phone provider sell your information. So all I can say is get your crypto into a hardware wallet, use 2FA. Don't keep your phone number or email as 2FA. Use like an authenticator app. And you got to try to protect yourself as much as you can. But we got our Twitter back, guys. We're back. We're live. I don't think I lost anything. No crypto was taken. They posted some links on my Twitter, as you guys saw. They look like me too. Like they look like my tweets. But that's it. My mom says, love you. Great show. Thank you. We're back. We'll be back tomorrow, 9 a.m. PST on the Jay Gagan Show, guys, for another stream. We appreciate you guys for tuning in today. Great show today, guys. Really, really, really fun stream. Can't wait to do it again tomorrow. Chaba, we appreciate you. That's my Hungarian brother. I might be coming to visit you soon. I get into its to travel, guys. I'm getting the ends to travel. Does mom have a wrench? I'll wrench that lady right now. Happy Mother's Day, Mom. Yesterday. Every day is Mother's Day when you're as good as a mom as my mom is. Can I wrench my mother? Or is she already wrenched? She's already wrenched. Okay. Mr. Voltopia, you get a wrench too. Add as a moderator. Mr. Voltopia, you're wrenched. May you be well. You're wrenched. Chaba, you're wrenched. Everybody gets a wrench. I'm like Oprah today. You get a wrench. You get a wrench. You get a wrench. James, wrench it up, baby. Everybody's wrenched. I got the best moderators. Jayhawk, you get a wrench? Or wrench Jayhawk? Sorry, guys. I don't really wrench everybody all the time, but everybody's getting wrenches today. Today is the wrench day. Wrench Mondays. That's what we're going to start calling it. Jayhawk gets a wrench. Doc Hughes gets a wrench. Everybody's getting wrenched. Brad gets a wrench. Everybody's wrenched up, boys. Cache Cats gets a wrench. Jake Winfrey. All right, guys. That was Macro Mondays with Dom. Solid stream. We're back into Twitter. I'm going to go get a haircut. Just so you all know, you're not shocked tomorrow. I'm chopping it off, guys. I'm doing a buzz cut. I'm going buzz cut. And soon I'm going blonde. I'm going buzz cut, boys. I think. Jayhawk, should I go buzz cut or just keep the little mohawk thing we got going? I think I'm going buzz cut. Empress, I think you already got a wrench, right, Empress? Empress been wrenched. Yeah, Empress been wrenched. Empress been with me for years. For years on years. James wants the mullet. What do you guys think? Buzz cut or mullet? Mullet? Fuck. Come on, guys. Jayhawk says keep it. I want to try a buzz cut, man. I want to try a buzz cut. What's up, B Volted? Is B Volted wrenched up? Wrench that man. Keep it, says Jayhawk. Reverse mullet. I want to try a buzz cut, guys. You know, sometimes it's good to switch it up. I want to go buzz cut and then I want to go blonde. Keep the stud fade. All right, fuck it. Jayhawk said. If Jayhawk, look, I'll keep it for you. But maybe in 2 weeks. All right. Maybe in 2 weeks we go buzz cut. Just hair, man. It always grows back historically. Buzz cut, you're gonna have to bring back the fisherman hat. Is that the bucket hats? I'm going to keep it like this, guys. All right, that's the stream. I got some videos coming live in just a second. Make sure we got a Pepe video dropping in about 5 minutes. Some Mong videos drop later because Jayhawk is long on Mong. We love you guys. See you next We'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow, 9 a.m. Come join us. See you guys soon. Peace.